I am going to tell about SAP HR interview questions and answers. Let's start. All the best. Questions number 1. How can you say that SAP HR is better than PeopleSoft HR? So, SAP HR. Various structures of data are allowed. Restrictions on the employee's data make it secure. It is dynamic in nature. PeopleSoft HR. Limited structures of data are allowed. For restrictions, additional programming or modeling is to be done. Only a few features are dynamic. Questions number 2. What do you mean by human resources? So, these are basically the people that build up a workforce for a business or for an organization and are mainly responsible for the successful accomplishment of many important tasks. Depending upon the size and type of business, there can be more or less human resources in an arena. Human resources can also be referred to as labor, manpower, skills, or simply people in an organization. Questions number 3. What do you mean by the term fringe benefits? So, these are basically the benefits that are provided to the employees of an organization in addition to their salary or compensation. It is not always necessary that they are provided directly in the form of salary. Generally, they are non-wage compensation. The common examples of fringe benefits include providing accommodation to the employee, providing health benefits such as insurance, income protection. Questions number 4. What do you mean by the term rewards management? So, it is basically a strategy with the help of which an organization makes sure that workers who performed well in their responsibilities and tasks are rewarded in a fair manner and are provided various benefits. The rewards can be in the form of a gift, salary hike, promotion, and so on. There are certain benefits that can be assured by an organization with an effective rewards management approach. The biggest one is they can simply motivate other employees to handle their jobs reliably and easily. Questions number 5. Can you tell any one component of the rewards management? So, it can be remuneration. The same can be considered as the tips and advice that are offered to the workforce by the employer. It is not necessary always that all the employees are provided the same tips and advice. This is generally done in exchange for their services. There are a number of future benefits that both an employee and an employer can have from remuneration. Questions number 6. What is the significance of organizational structure in the SAP HR application? So, this is basically the structure that is considered as very essential. It simply makes sure of healthy relations among the employees and their departments. There are some regular guidelines on which it is based on and can vary depending on the nature and the type of a business. SAP HR application enables users to make changes in the same structure, and the users are free to add a lot of information as per their needs. Questions number 7. How SAP HR can be trusted for the recruitment and training of the employees? So, both of these modules are very essential and simply enable an organization to get results they also expect from their workforce. SAP HR tool is good enough to provide information on what sort of training is to be provided to the employees and how they can benefit them. The tool can be trusted for its suggested approach, which is based on the employee's performance and the weak portion. Questions number 8. Can SAP HR be trusted for dealing with discrimination? So, yes, it has several features for the same, and there are many organizations who are already utilizing it for the same task. Questions number 9. What is Matchcode W? So, sometimes there is a need to access the personnel numbers in a payroll that are no longer valid due to rejection by the payroll run. Matchcode W is used to make sure that the rejected data is to run successfully again. This is done by making appropriate corrections in the same. The overall time taken for the same depends largely on the type of errors and how they are generally addressed. Questions number 10. In SAP HR, what is the purpose of the module Organization Management SAP HR? So, it is basically an approach that is very beneficial for a business. As the name itself indicates, the Organization Management module in the SAP HR simply makes sure of handling all the complex tasks in a very reliable manner, and the good thing is the users are free to derive many additional benefits. Tasks such as managing the relations, collaborating, time management, advising, reporting, as well as dealing with others, can simply be accomplished with this module, and the good thing is users need not to worry about the bulk investments for the same. Questions number 11. How would record time in your SAP HR system? So, online by time administrators. Separate time recording systems. Cross-application timesheet, CATs. Employee self-service, ESS, applications. Customer systems with an interface to the R/3 system. Questions number 12. Name a few sub-modules in SAP HR. So, following are the modules in SAP HR. Recruitment, personnel administration. Personnel development. Training and event management. Personnel time management. Organization management. Questions number 13. What are the different structures in the SAP HR with which you are familiar? So, in most businesses, there is actually a need for different structures for the successful representation of conditions related to the organizations, their policies, as well as their implementation. The SAP HR simply provides the following three important structures with the help of which the users are free to keep up the pace simply. Enterprise structure. It gives information about the location of work on an employee. It comprises of client, personnel area, personnel subarea, and company code. Questions number 14. Which personal actions have you performed on an employee? So, hire. Change organizational unit/position. Change of pay. Transfer. Terminate. Retirement and etc. Questions number 15. What is infotype and how it is of significant importance in SAP HR? So, SAP HR tool needs users' data for accomplishing a few of its tasks such as record keeping and marinating personal profiles. All the information about the employees is generally grouped into small units, and these units are recognized as info units. In SAP HR, they can have 4-digit keys. Infotypes are classified as follows. 1000 to 1999 = OM related. 2000 to 2999 = time related. 9000 and above, customer specific. Questions number 16. What is PCL2 cluster in SAP HR and how as a user you can access the same? So, it is basically a cluster in which the payroll outcomes are stored. It can be accessed with the help of a transaction PC simply. It's not necessary that all the employees are allowed to access the same. Questions number 17. List the time-related infotypes that you have used. So, 2001 absences. 2002 attendances. 2003 substitutions. 2007 attendance quotas. 0007 planned working time. Questions number 18. How can you define a processing class? So, it is basically a characteristic of wage type that is considered for the purpose of determining the way processing is done in the payroll run. It is a trusted approach and is useful for providing favorable results in the payroll. Questions number 19. In the SAP HR tool, what do you mean by the term authorizations? So, these are the basic transactions that are given to the employees or the end users for a defined time period. This is when the end users have to work on a special assignment and have to access the concerned data. The authorization may or may not be provided depending on the various factors. The SAP HR tool simply makes sure of the reliability and addressability of the various modules in a very easy manner. Thanks for watching. We are here to boost your career.